Hi guys, welcome back to another makeup video. This, as you can tell by the title, is my quarantine get ready with me. Now the first thing I'm going to do is prep my skin. So first I use this oil cocktail which I got as a free gift from Beauty Bay, and I'm just going to pat that into my skin. Next I'm just going to be going in with my Pixie Glow Mist. This just really helps me hydrate my skin as it is really dry. Then I'm just applying my Glam Glow Lip Balm. And next we're going to move on to the makeup. So first I'm going to use my NYX Honey Primer. I really like the gold flecks it has in it. It looks a little bit bougie. This was my first time using this primer, so for first impressions a little definitely goes a long way, which I really love in a primer because it just means it's going to last you so much longer. I find with some primers I just go through them so quickly. Does anyone else get that? So moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using this Morphe one. My shade is F1 Now this is why I've used an oil to prep my skin as well, because I do find this foundation for dry skin works better when it's mixed in with an oil. Obviously no shade though, I love Morphe so much, but because my skin is very dry I have to be so picky with the foundations I use, so that is why I've kind of oiled my skin before using the foundation. For my foundation I always use a beauty sponge because I just like it to be kind of sunken into the skin, if you know what I mean. Now for concealer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I've recently just discovered their Infallible range and I really love their foundation. So when my friend kind of gifted me this concealer, I was like, oh, really intrigued, because I kind of hoped it'd be as good as the foundation was, and it is. So if you're looking for a cheap concealer, this is definitely one to try out. And while I'm just doing my concealer, I'm also kind of thinking of calling this video Catfish 101. So, I mean, look in the title to see if I did or not, but you will understand when you see the end result, because it's crazy. The difference, like, I'm kind of proud. Next, I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way powder just to bake under my eyes and my smile lines. I find that whenever I do my makeup, my smile lines always crack really badly. So if you have any tips for that, please leave them down below. Now I'm just using this powder sponge by Real Techniques just to do my baking. I find that it just works so much better than a brush does. I'm just picking out a contour brush from my massive brush collection. I'm going to be using this Morphe E4 brush and my Morphe contour palette. I always go in with the shade Donut to begin with, as I am quite fair, so I don't want to go too heavy to start with. Now I'm just going to go ahead and bake underneath my contour and bronzer with the same sponge as before. And then I'm just going to use a bigger fluffy brush to kind of bronze over the top of the contour just to blend it into my skin a little bit more. Now I'm just using this clean fluffy brush to wipe away the bake on my smile lines and underneath my eyes, but I'm going to keep it underneath my contour still. So next I'm just going to use this Too Faced lip injection just to prime my lips basically before I use lipstick. Now this definitely works. If you're ever wondering if it actually does make your lips bigger, it does. I can vouch for that. I also love how it kind of brings your lips like a little natural pink colour. Then I'm going to use my favourite brow product ever, and that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. Mine is in the shade medium brown. Now, eyebrows is that part of my routine that I literally have to take so much time on for them to look nice. If I rush it, they just end up looking like slugs. I know that's the same with everyone. Everyone has that one part of their makeup routine that takes forever to do. So let me know in the comments which part of your makeup routine takes you a while. Also, my eyelashes take me forever because those things never want to stick on my eyes and it is so frustrating. Now I'm just brushing them out with a spoolie just to make them look a little bit more natural and fluffy. Now it's time to just brush away the bake from under the contour. I typically do just leave this on while I do my brows and then I brush it off after, which is normally about 10 minutes. Now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier highlighter. This is one of my favourites. I just think it looks so natural but so glowy at the same time. Now you will see me use this a couple times because I just really like to make the highlight pop. I know I'm not the only one. Now my favourite brush to apply my highlight is the M510 by Morphe. I've literally just been in love with this brush since I set foot in a Morphe store. I don't do no fan brushes, gotta love these kind of pointy ones. Now this is the clear brow gel I use to just fluff up my eyebrows a bit. It's the Brow This Way one by Rimmel London. Now this one is super cheap, I think I got it for like £4.50. I only started using clear brow gels when quarantine started, so I haven't been able to get my hands on any others, but this one does actually work really well, so if you want a cheap one, this is definitely one to try out. Now I'm just going to conceal my brows with the same concealer I used earlier, just to make them look a little bit more defined. I'm just going to use this flat packing brush from Morphe. Now let me know guys in the comments if you'd want me to do like a full face of Morphe products, because while I was filming this I realised how much Morphe I have. I would definitely be able to do like a full face tutorial, so if you'd like to see that then comment and give this video a thumbs up. I also dragged the concealer down onto my eyelids. Now I don't normally do this, but I had pink stained eyes from the other day when I was doing an eyeshadow look, and I'm just patting that in with my beauty blender. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend it in a little bit more with the brush. Won't lie, I think all the brushes I'm using in this look are from Morphe. It's just they're super cheap and super great. Now for my favourite lip gloss of all time. This is the Clear Gloss by Peaches and Cream. Now you may not think that clear gloss is anything that special, but to me I think it makes the lips look so sexy in a way. Now I'm just topping up my contour a little bit. I kind of thought it got lost when I was baking, so I thought I'd make it a tiny bit more darker. Okay, I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I do have quite a defined jawline, but I always still like to contour it anyway, just to give it that little bit more of a shape. Now moving on to mascara. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, another one of my favourites. If you have not tried it, you need to purchase it now. I'm going to leave the links for all the makeup products I've used in the description. I feel like this should just be a favourite videos because everything in this video is like my favourite. One of the reasons I love this mascara is because it stays on all day, but also at the end of the day when you're taking your makeup off, it really isn't that hard to get off, which I absolutely love because you don't want to be sitting there rubbing your eyes for like 10 minutes. Now I'm setting my face with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love how much this smells of coconuts. And here we go again with the highlight. I always put highlight on after I've set my face because it sticks so much better to the skin. I always apply my highlight on my cheekbones, my nose and my cupid's bow. And that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Catfish 101 lesson and you should definitely purchase some of the products in this video. I'll leave them all linked below. Stay safe during this crazy time, guys, and thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.